Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Austrian Darts Open. And now, ladies and gentlemen, from Scotland, please welcome to the stage, Jamie Bain. And now, ladies and gentlemen, from the Netherlands, it's Christian Kist.
Third game of the opening session of the Austrian Darts Open, live from the Multiversum in Vienna, and it's a Scotland versus the Netherlands clash as Jamie Bain, the Fro, takes on the lipstick Christian Kist, a former champion of the world. The Lakeside champ for a number of years ago was threatened to go on and claim a debut PDC title, so I'm in the final of one of the Pro Tour events just before the Grand Prix, back end of last year. Seen him on the European Tour a number of times this year, but so far he's only won, 3 games. Not managed to get past round 2, Christian Kist, in 2017. Jamie Bain, saw him at the German Darts Open in Saarbrücken, went out in round 1, so only a third Euro Tour of the year for him. He did win in the German Darts Championship in Hildesheim at the very first
leg,
tournament of the year.
Throw first. Game on.
And it is Bain to get us underway. I'm Dan Dawson, Paul Nicholson alongside me for this one. And this is probably going to be quite rapid, is it not, Paul?
140.
Seems to be a theme occurring, I think, with fast games today. But, yeah, Christian Kist, one of those guys who just doesn't mess around.
100.
Jamie Bain is, for the want of a better word, quick.
Yeah. He does rattle through his visits. And he's one of those players that just, if he seems to get his range, he could do some very special things on a dartboard. However, there are a number of times when you think it's not working, he perhaps ought to take a little bit of time, just do something differently. He started off pretty well here.
100.
But Jamie's performance against Chris Dobie earlier in the season in Hildesheim was a real standout. He played exceptionally well.
I think it was about an average of 104 or something.
Yeah.
It was just over 100.
81.
Very impressive.
47.
Well, leaves him 80. Kist. Ton. Might cause Bain a problem.
There's a joke in there.
100. Jamie require 80.
Something to do with Batman, probably. We'll get back to that one. Single 20 in tops. We'll take the first leg. Had to readjust. Might have to do it again on the other side. Oh, there's nothing wrong with that. That's picture perfect. That's using the hockey to your advantage, knowing your angles, just making sure that you don't get that deflection into that treble 20, which would have really harmed his chances of taking that first leg.
How hard is that? You're a professional player, Paul. How hard is it, particularly when you're a player like Jamie Bain, who just likes to stand there and rattle them in all over the board? When you're knocked out of your rhythm like that, you've got this dart sticky in the way, in danger. If you catch it, you might bust your score. It's a pressure dart, you know, your opponent's down to a finish as well. How hard is it to just make sure and not lose your nerve that you stay straight and give yourself the best opportunity of hitting that double?
34.
It does put additional pressure on you when you've got the rhythm of Jamie Bain, but the right mentality is to think about it that it's 3 first darts. So you've got to reset yourself 3 different times. And I think that's a window into something that Jamie might want to look at in his game. It's great to go rat-a-tat-tat and hit the 131s and the 180s, but sometimes you just need to take that breath, especially under pressure, and look what happened. Absolutely brilliant shot.
Well, absolutely nothing wrong with that 80 check out. He's left himself a 2-darter here. Beautiful. Good guide.
78.
Doesn't use it.
134.
Some steal this. It's on. Ooh, you just thought maybe stay there for double 7.
I think with the way his darts go in the board, I would have said yes. 1 for double 4. Oh, that's a good shot.
Second leg.
That is a really good shot, you know, big team. And after taking the first leg, he could have really set himself a stall to just really shoot forward and go 3-4-0 up. But he'd have lost that leg. It's a totally different match.
125.
Jamie Bain winning back his tour card at the start of this year. Did have a tour card in 2014-15.
59.
But different kind of approach now for Jamie Bain. He's got himself a manager, he's getting sponsors and stuff. So there's a different, he feels more
57.
supported in having another crack at the full PDC tour.
He's very much supported at home and his area of the country.
100.
He's very close friends with John Henderson. If you want anybody in your corner, Big John is not a bad guy to have.
Need a big corner.
140.
I do wonder though, what's going on with Jamie's shirt today? He's looking very casual. You know,
92.
in the modern era of darts, we've got the swanky shirts, a la Adrian Gray earlier, which is probably the swankiest one we'll see all week. But Jamie looking very
97.
traditional. I think it's probably the right word.
170.
Well, the 170 won't go. This is a leg where Christian Kist has hit a maximum, and yet
60. Jamie, you
Jamie
require
Bain
82.
has wrestled back control of it. You would assume he'd go bullseye first. Oh, what a dart. Very impressive stuff from Jamie Bain. Checkouts of 80, 18, and now 82. And he is 3-0 up on a former champion of the world. And Christian Kist, who is he's a solid player. Christian Kist, he doesn't often go and throw a ridiculous sky-high average. But you kind of know he's going to average in the low to mid-90s and take half his chances at double. And that can win you a lot of games. It can win you titles.
60.
It can win you very big titles. He can even give you the world title tag, which he does have.
121.
But we mentioned it in previous European Tour events that Christian Kist is a bit of an enigma. Sometimes you just don't understand why he hasn't won more games.
137.
It's a bit like Jan Dekker, really. The brilliance is there, but sometimes he just loses matches that maybe he should have won.
135.
Well, I mean, at the minute, he's up against Jamie Bain, who you saw there from the graphic. 3 15 darters. 15 darter is 100 average. Jamie Bain is averaging 101.4 right now.
82. Jamie, you require 145.
And if he does win this leg, and he's got a very real chance of doing so, although it won't happen in this visit, but he's going to set himself up, isn't he? Oh, it's absolutely perfect setup. Leaves himself tops. Unless Kist can take out the ton plus, he's in all kinds of problems. Treble 18. And he doesn't get it. So Jamie Bain, well, 54. It's looking like 4-0 and a double break.
It's going to be 13 darts. 14. He wants a 15 again.
30.
That's big.
Christian, you require 68.
Because the daylight of being 4-0 up, you just relax and play your game. But now it's double 4 for Kist to stay in with a shout. And that's a great dart. Because you can see on the hockey, he had to adjust. And he almost had to bend that around the first dart. Really, really impressive stuff.
Well, an absolutely crucial moment there.
140.
Jamie Bain, having thrown 3 15 darters, has given 3 clear darts for a 4-0 lead in a second break. And we've talked about scoreboard pressure a number of times. When you see 0 next to your name and the opponent's number of legs keeps going up, it does pile pressure on you. But when there's only 1 break involved, you always know you've got a chance. But
100.
2 breaks down and 4-0, it takes one heck of a fight back. Something drastic needs to change there.
Yeah, you say to yourself that today is not my day, and you've got to summon
60.
something from deep inside your gut to say, you know, I can still win this game. And Jamie Bain's one of those quick players that when he is playing this
97.
well, he doesn't look back.
Take the game away from you very, very quickly. But it's been a good response from Bain. Once again, he's down to a finish after 3 visits. And Kist, even a maximum doesn't get him to
140.
Doesn't get the maximum in the end, but Bain's got 2 visits to see this off for 4-1. Yeah, quick look at the score, so he doesn't need to go treble 18 bull.
He's going to stay on the 60.
100.
That would have left double 12. But next time Jamie comes to the board, he just reminds me of an in-flow, on-form Jockey Wilson.
125.
Fast,
Jamie
without
64.
the jerk at the end. Double 8. And it's another 15-dart leg for Jamie Bain. And at the moment, he's playing as well as one of his heroes in Robert Thornton, who unfortunately didn't make this tournament, but he throws a very similar dart to the Thorn. Just look at them in the board. Very similar indeed.
He does indeed, and the Thorn hits plenty of those. That's the first one we've seen in this, but Jamie Bain has been threatening to do that for, well, all
60.
game, really. He has just been battering the treble 20 with more regularity than Christian Kist. Kist did hit a maximum
38.
earlier on, but it's only had 2 140-plus scores and 6 ton-plus scores. You can pretty much double that. There you go. A few 90s in there for Christian Kist. You see those 130-plus scores for Jamie Bain. And that first 9 average, you've got 20 points higher than Christian Kist, and that's been buying in the opportunities in this match.
That's where you need to be at the standard of darts these days. You're looking at between 115 and 125 if you want to win tournaments. But Christian Kist only won 2 games to get to this stage, whereas Jamie Bain won 3. Jamie Bain taking out Luke Woodhouse 6-2, Simon Stevenson, and then Brian Woods, who lives in his area. And funny enough, if Jamie Bain was to win this match, it's looking very likely right now. The winner will play Alan Chuck Norris.
50.
Well, double 16 for Jamie Bain. It's a 14-darter this time. If anything, Jamie Bain is getting better over the course of this. We have seen flashes of this from Jamie Bain. You mentioned his win in Hildesheim earlier on at the start of the year. But if he can put this sort of performance on a more regular basis, then Jamie Bain could turn out to be very dangerous. You look at his results over the course of the year, and he's not made a quarter-final anywhere, but he did make a last 16 in Wigan just the other Sunday. And well, 4 15-darters and a 14-darter. This is very, very impressive stuff. And a former world champion is not able to live with him right now.
And you have to ask yourself, what is it that stops Jamie Bain from doing this on a regular basis?
100.
And it's just got to be confidence. Does he say to himself in his own head when he's doing this, I am genuinely better than most of the people who are doing this for a living? I'm not so sure Jamie says that to himself yet.
Is that something that can change with your attitude? We'll just break off as Christian Kist. Oh, that's a killer dart for him. But we talked about, he's got a manager and sponsors now. But when he was playing on the tour previously and he was doing everything himself and organising all his travel, he must feel like you're sort of an amateur playing at being a dart player. And unless you have some stunning results that convince you otherwise, then you're always going to have that sort of inferiority complex going up. But hang on. Hang about.
120.
Very nearly finishing it in style.
102.
Well, that would have been the fat lady when it came to the orchestra. She would have been singing. She might still be singing because she's coming back for that double 18 which she just missed
36.
for a 16-dart leg.
Well,
it's all over.
Jamie Bain, a stunning performance. Christian Kist obliterated by the Scotsman. The former Lakeside World Champion only picks up 1 leg here at the Austrian Darts Open as Jamie Bain powers through to face the former Lakeside finalist Alan Norris. Kist departs, shaking his head. But if Jamie Bain can put in that kind of performance again tomorrow, he's averaged 99.84 there. If he can play like that against Alan Norris, he has more than a puncher's chance. Coming up now, it's the first Austrian involved today. We've got 5 host nation qualifiers, 3 RJ rods, Christian Callinger, but Zoran Lurch back at the man on stage shortly against Lee Bryant.